What's good, guys? It's me, Gerald the Weep here, back again with another video. Okay, this is what if Asta had anti-existence. It would be part 4 now. Yeah, this video will be coming out Tuesday. I'm gonna finish the first part. Yeah, I'm gonna finish it all on Tuesday. I'm just recording my intro. So hopefully you guys enjoy. Leave a like, subscribe. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers, I think. I haven't checked my sub count in a minute, so yeah. I'll also be making a new what if, and then I'll be making the Iki part 2 of Iki for ReZero, and then I'll try to make Anyos Wednesday, or Deku part 4 for his full break. So hopefully you guys enjoy. So yeah, peace out. Bye. Okay, yeah, I'm not realizing this video is not going to be finished until like Wednesday, so sorry about that. Now, like I was saying, this is right after Asta gets buried from the rocks after trying to save Mars. Or is it Lars? I get confused. It's Lars or Mars. Okay, Noel, Luck, and I know his name. Oh my, sorry, something popped up. It's my YouTube, my Google updated. Okay, so like I was saying, the Golden Dawn, Mimosa, and me shocked that Asta kind of sacrificed himself. They didn't know he could not get on it. I'm pretty sure they used a wind and a broom to escape, but Asta couldn't get on it because he would just break it. So yeah, so and he tries to break down there. He says, "Come on, Asta, just get out." He's trying to, and Noelle tried to too, but she still couldn't get out. So they make up a new plan to try to save Asta. They all go back to the Black Clover Kingdom to see if they can get some more help to break through the rocks, because Asta kind of escaped in a couple hours because of Claude, because he could move the rocks, a little bit of the rocks, but he couldn't get all of them out. So they need someone stronger. So yes, that's why they go back to the Clover Kingdom. Okay, as they make it back, yeah, like I said, it's been a couple hours. Asta technically breaks out an hour later, and then he goes straight to the kingdom. So, yes, so Noel and Mimosa, Claude, and Luck. It's been a while since I've been talking for a minute. So they ask, they get an audience in front of the Wizard King. He says, "What do you need?" And he sees that Asta's not with them. He starts to see, oh, I see. So where is he at? They tell him what happened. His power he couldn't get on the broom, so they ask for some help to get him out. So Asta, Asta was breaking out right now. He would technically be getting out right now, but like I said, in an hour. So yes, he really doesn't need any help, but they won't be able to help him because of the attack that's going to happen. So Asta, So I'm just gonna say, Asta is working out, and he's walking back, and he's after talking with Lars and Mars, not Lars. It's Mars, I think. I'm pretty sure it's Mars. Should be walking back. But anyway, so Noelle, she sees her siblings, and they, you know how they usually are. But Asta's not there, so they say, "You lost one of your people. You couldn't even protect them. Now he's dead." And Solid just, they bully her for some reason, which is kind of weird. Thank God my siblings are not like that. I mean, I tried to make a joke, but that just seemed too real. I ain't gonna lie. Okay. Was about to, he was starting to get angry. He was about to pull out his book and attack Solid for disrespecting Asta. And yeah, Noelle then yeah, she slaps Solid's hand away, and she says, "Don't talk about Asta like that. You have no idea what he did." And as Noelle is about to walk away, okay, I forgot to mention Nasu. He technically says stuff, but doesn't like actually bullies Noelle, I guess. Yeah, Solid was about to shoot another attack, but yeah, Noelle uses her water crystal. She shoots it at is it Nubra? Yeah, it's Nubra, right? Yeah, her sister. And yeah, it hits Solid, and yeah, she throws him into a wall, and that surprised him. And yeah, she walks out, and Nozzle says, "That's enough. You're embarrassing us." And yeah, Flagolian says, "What a shameful display." And um and yeah, Leo, you know who I'm talking about, Leo Flagolian. Yeah, he walks outside too, and he didn't like this a sight of that also. And yeah, Flagolian walks out too, and he says, "I'll be back soon, but they won't be coming back. They will be fighting." So as Flagolian walks outside, yeah, he says, "That was very brave of you to do that, especially sticking up for your teammate. But you need to prove to yourself that you don't have to attack someone else just for your attacks to land." And Noelle says, "I know. We just need to save Asta. That's all we need to do." And yeah, Leo says, "This Asta guy sounds like a good rival." Yeah, I'm keeping it 100%. It feels like this part is just all about Noelle and a little bit of Yuno. I thought it's about to get crazy later on in the part. Okay, so yeah, so Asta would be halfway there right now. He's like Naruto. I mean, I'm not trying to make jokes. I'm trying to keep it serious. Yeah, so he's just Naruto running there, like Midori was doing in season 3 of My Hero. I don't know where Deku and Naruto comes from, but yeah. Okay. Yeah. So as Flagolian was talking with Noelle, trying to give her some fire in the belly. I don't know where the Natsu comes from. Okay. I need to stop making too many anime references. Yes. The barrier break on the Clover Kingdom breaks, and Flagolian's the first one to see this. And he yells to the Wizard King, "The barrier has broken. I can see it." And Leo and Noelle finally notice it too. And then a couple mages come through the broken seal, and the Wizard King orders for them to go to those spots where the mages landed. So Flagolian lands yeah, Noelle and Leo, Leor, is it Leorio? It's, I know, just call him Leo. Okay. So yeah, so they land where they usually would land, but yeah, Fagolian is right there. Noelle sees that a child is about to die by a zombie golem, and she uses her sea dragon war, and she tries to hit the person controlling it, but yet it hits the golem. And yeah, he says, "Well, that was a nice attack." For then he looks at the badge of Noelle, and he sees that she's a black bull, and he starts to laugh, and he says, "Never mind, then. Maybe that was just luck." And he says, "I'm going to kill you here right now." And yeah, Fagolian says, "I don't think so." And yeah, he comes with his flame attack, and yeah, he burns the person. Yeah, he burn. I forgot it. I forgot the dude's name. I know he's a part of the Eye of the Midnight Sun, and he can manipulate corpses, or he can resurrect them. So yeah, so Yeah, so Alistair yeah, he's almost there. Um, yeah, he's like 1/4 of a mile away. Okay. Yeah, Noel says, "Why would you want to hurt innocent children?" And he says, "It's because it's fun." And the Black Clover Kingdom betrayed me. So I joined the right side. Now die. And he shoots an attack at Leo, but he dodges it. And he then tries to go for Noel then, and he summons more zombies, and yeah, Fogolian takes all of them out quite easily. And my goodness, Noel, yeah, she uses her water crystal to protect the child, and the golem tries to break through it. But since Fogolian's there, he's able to take all of the zombies there, and yeah, he starts hitting my dude with some pretty powerful punches with the left, right, and then yeah, he kicks him right in the gut and throws him into the wall, and he puts fire chains around him. And yeah, since he got knocked out, the golem starts to get weaker, and Noel shoots another sea dragon right up close, and yeah, she kills the golem. And she says, "Okay, it's time to move on." And she then walks forward, and Leo starts to scream, and she turns around and she sees Flagolian is disappearing, and is grabbing him, and she sees eyes that she won't ever forget. It's just William's eyes she sees, but she doesn't know. And also sees white hair, but she doesn't know who it is still. And yeah, Fogolian gets grabbed, and Noel tries to calm down Leo and says, we need to worry about him later. We need to save the capital." And after a couple of minutes, Noel kept saving a couple of people, and she finds Fogolian on the ground, and she sees Yuno finally dealt with his part of the of defending the capital. And she says, "How long has he been here?" And Yuno's now noticing the captain's arm is gone, and yeah, he's knocked out. But after all of this has happened, someone else is starting to leave. They're starting to retreat. All of the Eye of the Midnight Sun are starting to retreat. So, like I said, the Diamond Kingdom also attacked too. I forgot to mention that. So they defeated the Diamond Kingdom that were attacking, and the Eye of the Midnight Sun is now retreating. And Asta's finally there. And they hear a large, loud scream. So as they summon the as they summon it, yeah, so they can retreat back to the when the children get kidnapped, that's not gonna happen in this way, because Alistair's about to go dummy, ain't gonna lie. So you'll see what's about to happen. So they head back to that place, then they go back to their original hideout, but that's not gonna happen. So as Sally has finally made it to the point, to the point where they can go back to the cave where Yami fights Licht for the first time. Pastry, you could say. Yes, Asta will start screaming, and he sees Sally, and he flies over there, and Sally doesn't see him coming, and yeah, so he flies right over there, and as they transport, he flies with their transport. So so Asta he has a little bit control of himself. He sees that he's never seen these people before, so he finally lets loose, and he destroys the cave with all of his magic that he had. He destroyed the entrance so they can escape, and he starts to go ballistic on them. He kills all of the Eye of the Midnight Sun, not the main one, Yes, it's only Sally that didn't get captured. Valtro, yeah, Val, I think his name Valtros. I think he's with the Lick, so he didn't get captured. Only Radis, yeah, Radis got captured by Noel. Yeah, so yeah, Sally is quite interested in Asta, like she always is, and I'm not realizing. I forgot what it was her power, so I looked it up, and she's 17. I'm like, I thought she was a lot older. I ain't gonna lie. You know, I'm like, tell me in the comments. Like, I know you guys thought she was older than that too. Please tell me. They, like, I was kind of shocked. Anyway, if you guys watching into the video, please tell me. Okay. So yes. So yeah. She summons her salamander, her jail salamander. Yes, as Sally summons her salamander, yeah, Asta just goes right behind her, and she's quite surprised that he moved that fast. And yeah, he kicks her right in the jaw, and yeah, she goes straight through the ground with that kick. And Asta grabs her by the hair, and he throws her to another wall. And the salamander grabs Asta and was about to liquefy him, but Asta just uses his wings to break the grab, and it burns him a little bit, but he's not affected by it. He cuts it in half, and he kicks some of the pieces straight to Sally, and she grabs them, and it burns her a little bit, but not to the point where she can't use her magic. And she says, "You're really too strong for me." And yeah, she tries to run away, but Asta's not having that. Yeah, so he flies right next to her, and then he kicks her again in the jaw, and he keeps kicking her. And yeah, she starts to bleed. Like, her jaw's messed up. Ain't gonna lie. It's like, you see that chin line? That's not there anymore. I'm not capping. It's not there anymore. Okay, I'm sorry for getting a little bit too excited right there. So then he punches. Yeah, he punches her straight all the way back where he caved off the cave. Yeah, and yeah, she's knocked out from that, and he ties her. He gets rid of her arms so she can't use them. Yeah, so she armless. She's Minato. Okay. Okay, yeah. So basically, she's a Minato, and then someone else showed up to get their butt kicked. So Toki appears. Yeah, they were all in this cave. There's a couple of them still. There's like maybe 3 or 4 that still. Yeah, they're technically alive, I guess. There's like 4 of them, 4 or 5. Yeah, so Sally raids. Yeah, rads. Yeah, red. You know the zombie dude. There's Votaros, Fauna. Yeah, Votaros, Fauna, Veto, Pastry, and then there's the medium people. There's like 3 or 4 of those people left. So, yeah. He says, "Oh my, you defeated Sally. Well, looks like she gotten weaker. She was more of a doctor type here. But you won't be escaping me, especially with all that mana you have. You're gonna run out sooner or later." So he sets up all of mana traps so he can absorb Asta's energy. But Asta, he breaks them quite easily. He has anti-magic resistance. Okay, so he resists those his magic, and yeah, he just touches his head and makes his head poof. And he walks on, and he says, "Okay, I'm starting to run out of power. I need to hurry up and get out of this building and see how many are left." As he keeps walking, he sees three more people. And yeah, it's Fauna, Veto, and you know oh my goodness, I forgot his name. So Veto says, "Toki, What's taking you so long to get to Sally? We need to hurry up and keep moving. And Asta walks right in, and Asta says, "Who are you people?" And they say the Eye of the Midnight Sun, but he won't remember that. Veto says, "I'll give you a chance to walk away from this. Boy, I'm not that nice of a person, especially to humans." And Father says, "We should just kill him." And Raya says, "I really don't care. Do what you want." And Veto says, "Yeah, you're right." So Veto, he charges right at Asta. And yeah, Fauna and Raya just, they stay back. And Asta sees that, Veto is quite fast, and he's about to use his bear claw. Asta then uses his black divider to cut Veto's stomach, and it cuts him deep, and yeah, he backs away, and he still shoots his QB bomb. Yeah, seriously, he got the nine-tailed fox in him. I ain't gonna lie. Just look at it. Anyway, Asta pulls out his second sword and absorbs it, and he shoots it back with another divider, or with two dividers, and those get Beto to his knees. And Fauna and Raya are quite surprised by this. And Fauna says, "Seems like he needs help. I didn't expect this." And yeah, she pulls out, her legendary salamander. And Asta sees this, and yeah, he throws one of his swords right into, oh my goodness, to Veto's chest. And Veto tries to pull it out, but Asta, he kicks that thing straight through through his chest. Yeah, it takes out his heart. And yeah, Fauna then shoots her legendary salamander fire right at Asta, and Asta barely able to escape. His foot got burnt a little bit by the attack, and he says, "Jeez Louise, she could have killed her own friend with that attack." And Rias is quite surprised by this too, and he says, "Look, is not going to be happy about this." And Asta makes sure Veto is dead. He takes off his head just in case, and by touching him. And Fauna sees this, and she says, "Why won't he die?" And Asta he's starting to get tired of using the anti-magic form. This is what LeBay is saying. He's starting to get tired. And Asta says, "Okay, we need to hurry up and finish this then." And Asta tries to use another black divider on Raya, but Raya dodges it. And he says, "Well, I'm just going to stay back. You got this, Fauna." And she starts using more flames, and she starts to increase them. And Asta is on the defensive now. He says he doesn't know how to get closer to him because he doesn't know what Ryo is going to attack with. So Asta comes up with a plan to fly directly at the dragon and cut straight through it and absorb the magic with the other sword he has in his other hand. So as he goes to do that, he cuts straight through the dragon, and it's going to heal up soon. But before he could cut Fauna, and so Raya opens up his third eye, and he uses a black divider, and that catches Asta off guard, and he cuts one of his arms, and he drops the absorbing sword. But he was able to kick Fauna, but it wasn't a powerful kick. And he says, "What? How is he able to do that?" And then Fauna opens up her third eye too, and she says, "Let's hurry up and kill him." And Asta says, "Oh no, I maybe took a little bit more than I could chew." And Asta sees a light coming, and he says, "What is that?" And he sees Licht, and Licht says, Very, very interesting. I didn't expect this of you. And yeah, he finally comes, and Voltro sees that Albedo is dead, and he says, "How is that even possible?" Oh no! Oh no! 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 Okay. So sorry. Yeah, my computer lagged, and Asta says, "You're going to not get away with hurting the village. I mean, the Clover Kingdom and the villages that are in it." And Asta says, "But am I even a hero here? I killed so many just to make sure everyone was all right in the village. I said I wouldn't kill, but I broke my promise." He says this in his head, and Lick says, "I know what you're thinking. You killed so many, but you can just let it all go. It's not like your people haven't done that before." And Asta doesn't know what he means. He asks what he means, but Lick says, "You won't need to know about that." And yeah, Lick starts to summon his light magic. Pastry starts to. And Asta is now down to one wing, so he's at 50%. So yeah, Pastry shoots the light magic right at Asta, and Asta starts flying around, and he tries to figure out a way so he can break out. He starts to hitting the walls so he can make them disappear, and Fauna's dragon is starting to burn him a lot more. And yeah, Raya, he's just standing back, and Lick is saying, "Fauna, I got this." And yeah, she stops firing attacks, and the attacks start to hit Asta because he's starting to get weaker. And Asta finally is able to make a hole big enough so he can escape. But Asta gets hit right in the gut with a light attack, and he says one last black divider before he passes before he can escape. Yeah, he uses one more black divider, and yeah, Raya uses the same thing again, and he says, "This is so unfair." And yeah, he escapes, but he couldn't get really that far, and he passes out about 30 meters away. So basically, where he first came to see at the fire attack, that's where he ends up. And yes, he passes out for a whole day, and Licked, Pastry, Fauna, they couldn't figure out where his head was at because Asta needs to die for them able to get their body parts back. So Pastry, Fauna, and Raya are retreat, and they bring Veto, but they won't be able to get his head back, and they don't have Sally either, so they won't be able to heal them. So Noel and the other captains find the cave before Asta somehow. I don't know how, and they arrest everyone in there, and they all see that they have missing body parts, and Noel knows that it was Asta, and she finally sees Asta, and she runs over. Yeah, she runs over there, and Asta gets up, and like I said, he only has one wing now. He says, "Their names are the Eye of the Midnight Sun," and he stands up and he says, "How long have I been out?" And yeah, Noel says it's probably only been a day or so. Their leader was quite strong. I almost, if it was just one on one, I probably could have destroyed maybe each of one of them. Maybe not the leader though. He was way too powerful. I need my second wing to probably defeat him." And Asta, everyone goes over to Asta, and he says, "The Eye of the Midnight Sun is their name. I don't know what's their goal, but they're trying to get something, and I think it has something to do with the stones, but it's just a hunch." He says this to his members of the Black Bulls because they're different. The different captains are in different parts of the city, and he says, I seriously need some food, though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm hungry. I'm pretty sure that's what Asta would say. He hasn't eaten in like actually 2 days. So Asta lets go of his last wing, and he says, "This battle isn't over yet, and there's a betrayer among us again." And Asta says, "We need to get started searching for the Eye of the Midnight Sun. We need to tell the Wizard King about it too. They're going to affect us a lot more if we don't stop them right now. They're trying to awaken something. I know so. I can feel it. They didn't. They could have chased after me, but they didn't. So they probably want something similar to my power." And Asta walks over and he says, "I'm glad all of you guys are alright." And yeah, he walks and he keeps walking and he says, "I'm not gonna be able to, I won't kill anyone else. I won't. I won't." And yeah, so this ends the what if for today. Yeah, it became a little bit darker than I wanted it to. And Asta, as he's walking back, he sees that the Clover Kingdom is it's much destroyed than it should be. It was on fire, but it's more destroyed. And he says, "They really did all that damage." Asta doesn't think he did that, so he doesn't know he's done that. He only knows that he destroyed the cave entrance, and that's all he thought he destroyed. But he destroyed he destroyed the Clover Kingdom a lot more than it was when it was on fire. But he doesn't know that yet. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. I made this part long. It took me a minute. I took my time with it. So hopefully you guys enjoy. We're almost at 800 subscribers, I guess. I don't know. We'll hit 800 sooner or later. Okay. Peace out, guys. Bye.